If you went to the doctor and the only thing that they checked was your weight, and the doctor said, all right, everything looks good, we'll see you next year, would you think you were healthy? Of course not. They check your blood pressure, your pulse, your heart rate, because it takes more than one number in order for you to get to the big picture. And your YouTube channel, it's the same. Because if you're only looking at your views, your channel just might be headed to the YouTube emergency room. So today, I am going to show you my personal YouTube health check and the places inside of YouTube Studio that I go to look to make sure that my channel is healthy and growing. Metric number 1, new viewers versus returning viewers.
Hey, you made it!
Wouldn't miss it. Smells amazing out here.
Welcome. Come on in.
Hi, everyone.
Grab a seat. Food's almost ready.
It is the summertime, and I don't know about you, but I love hosting a good barbecue. And when I get into planning mode, there are certain friends that I know that I can call, and they are always going to show up. They're going to bring great sides, and they're a lot of fun. They're loyal. Those are my returning viewers. And then we put out feelers, and we invite a couple of other people, and sometimes other people will show up, and sometimes they won't. But what if weekend over weekend, only your same 10 friends started coming to your barbecue, and eventually nobody else started coming? Well, think of your channel like that, because eventually your channel will stop growing. Now, let's flip that. Imagine every weekend 100 people show up for the barbecue, but none of them ever return. Well, that's not healthy either, because your channel needs a mix of both. Your returning viewers, that's your community. Your new viewers, that's your future community. A good host and a healthy channel are always going to be introducing themselves to new friends and giving old friends a reason to come back. All right, let's check the first vital sign of our YouTube channel. Head over to Analytics, then click on Audience. Right here is one of my favorite graphs in YouTube Studio, new versus returning viewers. Now, don't let this graph scare you. It is literally answering one simple question: who's showing up to the cookout? Now, let's start with these returning viewers. These are your cousins. They show up every single time you fire up the grill. They don't even ask if they're invited. They know where the paper plates are, and they already got a lawn chair picked out. Those are your returning viewers. They've been here before, they enjoy your content, and they are going to keep coming back. Now, these right here, these are the new folks. They smelled the barbecue from down the street, or maybe your neighbor invited them. Maybe they saw all the cars parked outside and thought, hold up, let me pull up. Those are your new viewers. Now, here's where a lot of creators get this wrong. They get excited because 100 new people showed up to the barbecue, and that's great. But did any of them come back the next weekend? Because if every Saturday you've got a whole new crowd and nobody remembers your address, you ain't doing nothing but throwing parties. You're not building a community. All right, guys, we're all cleaned up from the barbecue, and it's time to hit the road, because I need to show you who decided to get out of my car. Metric number 2, audience retention.
Audience retention is like a road trip. At every exit, someone gets out. Sometimes, half the car disappears. Don't you want to know what happened? Now ask, why?
Imagine, we're taking a road trip from Denver to Las Vegas, and at every exit, somebody gets out of the car. At some exits, nobody gets out of the car. At some exits, half the car disappears. Wouldn't you wonder why? Maybe the ride got boring. Maybe people already got to their destination. Maybe it was taking too long to get from point A to point B. Did somebody pass gas, or did I forget to put on deodorant? But that is what audience retention is. It's not showing you where somebody hated on your video. It's showing you where somebody decided to get out the car.
Look right here. 68% of my viewers are still riding with me after the first 30 seconds. That's above my typical retention. Now, here's what most creators do. They celebrate and move on. But me, I start asking questions. Why did they stay? What did I do differently? Was the hook stronger? Did I get to the point faster? Did I promise something people wanted? Did the thumbnail and the title match what I actually started talking about? Because whatever I did here, I want to bottle that up and do it again. Now, let's talk about this ride. Your girl didn't even make it out the parking lot. Look at this. We almost lost half the passengers in the first 30 seconds. We hadn't even merged onto the highway yet. I don't know if somebody passed gas. I don't know if they looked around the van and said, you know what? I think I'm gonna catch an Uber. But baby, they got out. Now, old Tiff would have looked at this graph and thought, well, I guess that video just wasn't meant to be. But Analytics Tiff, oh no. Analytics Tiff starts asking questions. Why did everybody bail? Did I spend too much time warming up? Did I take too long to get to the point? Did my title promise steak and then I handed them a salad? Because if I clicked on a video expecting one thing and you start talking about something completely different, I'm probably going to get out of the car too. Shoot, some of these folks didn't even wait for the seatbelt sign to turn off. They saw me pull out of the driveway and said, you know what? Bless her little heart. I'm just gonna head back home. And that's okay. Because this graph isn't hurting my feelings. It's helping my future videos. Every person who got out of the car left me a clue. My job isn't to get mad at the passengers. My job is to figure out why they wanted off the ride.
Metric number 3, traffic sources.
Hard work really pays off. Wait, what just happened? Phew, at least I still have these. We are still in business.
So if you had 3 jobs and you were to lose one of your jobs tomorrow, would you still be okay? Probably, right? Now imagine you're only getting one paycheck. And this is kind of like how traffic sources work. Because browse features, YouTube search, and suggested videos, well, they're just different streams of revenue. And if your channel is only depending on browse features in order for you to get views, well, that's basically saying that your channel is depending on one paycheck. And if browse features goes down, well, everything goes down. But if YouTube search is still sending people to you and suggested videos are still sending people to you, well, now you have stability. And that's a healthy channel.
All right, we've checked who's getting in the car. We've checked where they're getting out. Now let's answer one more question. Where did they find us in the first place? Now let's look at my receipts. Right here, I can see exactly where my viewers are coming from. Browse features, YouTube search, suggested videos, external. Every one of these is another way people are discovering my content.
Think about it like this. Your returning viewers, well, they're going to tell you which neighbors keep showing up for the barbecue. Your retention, that's going to tell you where people got out of the car on the road trip. And your traffic sources, that's going to tell you if your YouTube channel has 1 paycheck or 3. Individually, these numbers do not tell the whole story. But together, these numbers can tell you if your channel is healthy. Your health check isn't about chasing perfect numbers. It's about asking yourself 3 simple questions. Are new people finding me? Where are viewers leaving? And am I relying on 1 traffic source? Once you can answer those questions consistently, you'll stop guessing and start growing. Because when you know better, you grow better. My name is Tiff. This is my take. Be blessed, have a blessed day, and most importantly, do what you can to bless someone else's day.